some bacon, butter, some homemade garlic, like grated garlic, sriracha, and my special ingredient, frozen hash brown patties, like the kind you get at McDonald's. Now, I'm not claiming to be an expert chef or anything, but I do enjoy cooking, and I think my food does taste pretty decent. First thing we're going to do here is air fry the hash brown for 12 minutes at 180 Celsius. And then we're going to turn a burner on to medium heat. We have a dry pan there. I'm just checking the temperature there with my hand. And then into the dry pan goes a flour tortilla. Now the reason I'm doing this is just to soften up the tortilla, make it more malleable, make it easier to roll, and make it less likely to break, things like that while rolling it. Give it a little spin there to make sure the heat is evenly distributed. And then, of course, I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Now, I thought I was going to do it already, but apparently not. Here we go. And other side now, the tortilla. And there's just like little fat globules and things like that in the flour tortilla, and that warms them up and just, makes them work for you. Now I'm getting the butter out, and I'm going to use this fork to scoop out the butter into the pan. Now you might be wondering why I'm not using a spoon. I promise that later on it will become abundantly clear why I decided to use a fork instead of a spoon to scoop out the butter. So just getting it all over the pan there. I know it's a non-stick pan, so I don't technically need to use butter, but I like getting the butter flavor in with my food. So I just am putting the bacon in now. And while that bacon starts to cook, I get out this, it's not a shot glass, but it's just a small little glass. I don't know what size that is. It's a few ounces. And now it's time to make up my egg. So I crack the egg on the side of the glass. That goes right in there. No shell, perfect crack. I promise it doesn't happen like that most of the time. A couple twists of salt, and then a few more twists of the pepper, because our pepper shaker, like, not very much comes out at a time. I don't know what's up with it. And now in this mason jar we have some homemade minced garlic. I promise it tastes better than the store-bought stuff. Just a little bit's all you need. So that goes right into the egg mixture there. Get the lid back on that, pop it back in the fridge, of course. And now you're gonna see, this is why I chose to use the fork for the butter, because that fork with just a little bit of butter on it, not too much, we're gonna use that to beat up and mix this egg mixture. And that's gonna get the butter just all worked in there with the egg and the salt and the pepper and the garlic and everything else. And it's gonna give that buttery texture to the egg. Now our bacon has been cooking for a little while now, so we're gonna give it a flip. Let's start cooking the other side. I use tongs for this. You can use whatever, and then I'm just moving the bacon around the pan to soak up that butter and bacon grease and whatever other fatty, delicious liquids have come out all into the pan there, just to give it some of that flavor. And this is one ingredient I forgot to mention. It is shredded cheese. like a sour cream or some sort of vegetables or something along with this. But the whole point of this burrito is that I'm going to be microwaving it tomorrow. So I'm making it with that in mind. Our bacon is now starting to get a little bit crispy and getting nice and brown and colorful, which is how I like it. And look at that, you have some just really good looking, I believe it's called frond in the pan. Now another flip, you see that side's getting good and crispy. And you can see a little bit of that buttery color on the bacon itself, so it's been absorbing that butter and all that other deliciousness that's in the pan. Give it another little flip there. And it's ready now to go onto the burrito. So our first hot ingredient that goes on top of the cheese to start melting it, whatever else we put down, our first strip of bacon. And then we put down our second strip of bacon. And now into the pan with the butter and the bacon grease and whatever else we are putting in our buttery, garlicky egg mixture. And immediately you can see it's starting to get some of that color from the bacon and from the butter that's been in there this whole time. And all of that is just extra flavor and extra deliciousness that's going right into those eggs to hopefully just make the overall burrito experience better. And now I'm moving the eggs around the pan to get some of the butter and other liquids and stuff that's in the other areas of the pan. Just making sure all of that, all that's going with the eggs, all of that's going into the burrito, none of it is going to waste. And I have this little, I don't even know, I guess this is a spatula. That's what I always use for scrambled eggs. And look at the color on those eggs. They look absolutely delicious. You know, I'm recording this the same night I cooked it. I haven't eaten the burrito yet at this point, but I'm already very excited for it. So the eggs go there on top of the bacon. It's a little messy, so I'm just going to try and get them into a neat little area there on top of the bacon. That looks nice. And now the hash brown that I cooked in the air fryer is going in. And that just adds that nice crunchy potato and some good texture. And then my favorite sauce, some sriracha. Well, it's not my favorite sauce, but it's my favorite sauce I get here in Australia. My favorite sauce is Secret Art for a habanero hot sauce, but I've not been able to find that since moving here. So as far as flavor goes, I love the taste of sriracha. So I know it's not a Mexican hot sauce, but I'm putting it on my burrito all the same, okay? Sue me. So I roll up the burrito there. You see there's a little bit of a break, but not bad. Cook it on one side there, and then the other to kind of help keep it together, although it does start to come apart here. And now what I like to do is I put some of this baking paper down on a plate. Make sure you roll with the fold of the tortilla. Like I said, I put some baking paper down on a plate here, and then use that to roll up the burrito, as you can see here. Tuck all that in, try and get it as nicely and tightly rolled as possible. After I have that rolled up in the paper, I go and get a knife here and cut through that paper and all. And now look at this cross section. absolute beauty. You see the hash browns, you see the bacon, you see the eggs. It looks absolutely fantastic. So there's the burrito, and then now, of course, gotta get it into the lunchbox for tomorrow. I have this bento style lunchbox. Of course, this isn't microwave safe, so I have to put it onto a different plate in order to microwave it once I'm actually at work. But the burrito, it fits perfectly in that compartment there when it's cut in half. And obviously tomorrow I'm gonna add some other things to this lunchbox. It's not all I'm packing, but that is the main portion there. So yeah, guys, like I said, I'm definitely not a fantastic chef, but I enjoy cooking. I thought this would be a fun thing to share. I do hope you liked it. If you want more videos like this in the future, just let me know. I might consider it. But if you liked this one, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this almost every single day. Till next time, guys.